it absolutely hits OpenAI where it hurts. More momentum for Gemini, which has been gaining ground in terms of traffic and usage. This chart has been circulating for the last week or so, really just showing sort of how they're converging and how Gemini is catching up. But there is another way to look at this partnership. The deal locks Google into the most expensive part of the AI stack, while Apple gets to keep control of the customer and the data. So yes, a new revenue stream and scale for Google Gemini, but this also caps the upside, and it shifts longer-term leverage to the platform that owns the user, and that being Apple in this case. So here's how it works. Most requests are handled on device, on your iPhone. So that's on Apple's own chips. If the task is more complex, the request goes to Apple's private cloud compute. Apple-owned servers, Apple-controlled software, Apple's privacy rules. Google only sees what Apple decides to send, and at that point, it's highly scoped and anonymized. Google gets to keep the customer relationship and the data, while Google gets paid for inference and scale, yes, but it doesn't own the user. And this certainly doesn't help sell Pixel or Android devices on the back of this deal because they're able to access Gemini on an iOS device. So going back to that chart I showed you at the start, owning the customer, that may ultimately matter more than owning the model, especially in this next leg of the race.